Alright. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Character design. Dragon armor. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Where we left off, I would say. Let's continue. Where we left off, I would say. Maybe there's a bump, I think. It's bump, bump. Down, down, down. Oh, a little more depth. Okay, let's go. Let's continue where we left off, I would say. Make like a line there. Something here. Kinda is like... I guess, yeah. Maybe she's wearing a sumo belt, why not? So let's make a sumo belt out of it, I would say. But yeah, welcome to our room. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? How are you doing? Hope everything is alright. Hope everything is alright. Yes, for me, I'm all right too. I'm mentally a little bit better today, so that's good. That's always nice to hear. I also watched like no, the Digital Circus, the amazing Digital Circus. I watched the last episode yesterday as it premiered. You're saying didn't know it was premiered yesterday, so I was just happy to see it, which was kind of nice. So I think this is a little bit more up here. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yo Zane, welcome, welcome. Are you guys ready to draw? You guys ready to draw something? Yep. For lucky, I know. Fine enough. But I got no excuses. Nah, maybe it's too hot. Maybe is that an excuse? Log in phase. I mean, do that. Do that. Draw another Kirby, man. Draw another Kirby. Oh, alright, alright. Well, I hope everything goes well. Hopefully nobody steals your shit, you know? That happens oftentimes. Oh, not oftentimes. Oh, like I heard stories about that. Like moving companies just take things away if it's valuable. But don't worry, man. You got this, man. You got this. I don't know, as long as you don't have something valuable and maybe it's like a company you can trust, I think you're in good hands. Because, for example, it's like no, gold, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna take something away, you know? Just happen to be missing, you know? Just happen to be missing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. The gold was not free. The gold was not free. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Well, it will be okay, man. Don't you worry, man. Because worrying doesn't really help you at all, you know? It just makes you more anxious. See it as an opportunity to learn some more, right? Especially if it's your first time moving or like second time, I don't know how many times you moved already. I don't know how many times you already moved. Like, what can I learn from this experience? That's all about it, man. What can I learn from this experience? You'll be surprised to learn a lot of things. I was maybe not being so anxious too. No, I mean, I told you already, like, every time somebody calls me, and I don't know the number, I get really anxious. Well, when I have to call the support, I'm like, I don't know why I get so anxious, but like, it's okay to fail, but I don't know, I'm like, get really anxious. I don't know why. So true, man. So true. Like, come on, man. What do you mean? I lose all confidence. The fuck? Like, I don't mind talking to other people in person, but when it comes to the phone, I just, I fold under zero pressure, man. Like, what the fuck? I fold under zero. Falling under zero pressure. Also, I feel like, yeah, today I feel good. Today I feel like talking, actually. So, yeah. No, something, I don't know, maybe I will actually talk with you guys in the Discord. Maybe my social anxiety subdue, who knows. I may not talk to with you, Zane, so that's like a huge step. I talk with you, so that's like one step in the right direction, I would say. It's like I have like a really weird problem, I guess. Like I want to have connections, but at the same time I have anxiety. I don't know. I don't know where does the anxiety comes from, because normally anxiety comes from because you're kind of like afraid what other people think of you. But honestly, like I don't really care what other people think of me. Or maybe it's just like me saying that, but deep down I actually care about it. And I'm be like, God damn it. Maybe it's just a like copium I have. I don't know, man. That's really annoying, I guess. But I guess as working on yourself is the most important part. Don't self-abandon yourself, man. No self-abandonment here. Because I did this a lot of times. And that's not really good for your psyche. It's not really good for your health, actually, so... Sometimes things looks very hopeless. And then you kind of like dissociate, you know? And that looks really like... I think that's not good. That is not good. That is not good. Working on yourself and having the time. If it's a good step in the right direction. I also like about like nice. It's called. How do you say it in English? Air conditioner, yeah. Because of the heat, I bought like an air conditioner. I bought an air conditioner, guys. But let's hope it works. Because my brother is currently working on it, so let's see. It's like I'm installing the whole thing. And I have like nice fresh air. A cool air. Yeah. Let's go. But the crazy part is like my delivery guy just normally if you have like a package, you know, you put it like in a post box or something like that so people can't steal that. You know, have like verification. My dude just dropped it on the streets, man. Or like not on the streets, but it's like an area where everybody could just take it away, you know. I'm like, god damn it, man. Be like, yeah, I don't know where you live, man. Just put it like there and then just kind of just ran away. 5 stars, man. 5 stars. Most and sometimes maybe you just don't feel like working, you know. Maybe you have like a bad day, rough day. And that kind of like reflects on the work, you know. Sometimes you just don't want to work, and that's valid, you know. That's so valid. Sometimes you don't want to work. I guess there should be like some kind of professionalism here and there, you know. I guess that's what it means to be professional. Even doing something you don't want to do also takes a lot of, I wouldn't say discipline, but character. Yeah, my cookie, welcome. How you doing? Hope everything is alright. Hopefully you don't have a 24-hour shift. Well, you don't have a 20-hour shift. That's brutal, man. That is brutal, man. Let's make a little more like something like that down there. Because a 24-hour shift is crazy. I mean, hopefully you get paid enough for that, actually. Like some compensation. Some kind of compensation, you know. That would be nice. Maybe like a vacation, you know? Like if like maybe the boss could be like, yeah, everybody who does the 24-hour shift gets like a bonus or something like that. And a vacation on top of that. Yeah, that would be kind of nice. That would be a W boss, man. A boss that is not only about thinking about profit, but also about employers, which is would be nice. Like to see this more often, you know. a boss that actually cares about his employers. I mean, I guess it's really hard to have like a balance because at the same time you want to profit, and sometimes your coworkers or like your workers are not really the best workers. They're only here to get the money. That's like from a I guess CEO perspective, it's kind of ass. They don't really care about the company. They're all here for like the money. Which is fair. You need money to live. But I mean, that's why I guess they have like this whole kind of family thing. Yeah, family. Your company is like a family to give you at least some kind of, I don't know, reason to care about the company. Otherwise, not really. So we like an incentive to really go on beyond, give like 100%. I think even like being as inefficient and just doing like 80% or like 60% of your work. That's how you should do actually things. But like better said, like focus on yourself. If you focus on yourself, then that's that. I think that's really important. I mean, it's really difficult after like a work day. You're kind of exhausted, but I think that's why you have to kind of push through it. Like if your dream is become like I don't know, an artist or like a writer or something like that, or content creator or something like that. After the work day, you kind of push through that. It's easy? No, absolutely not. But you know, in the long run, it will help you out. In the long run, it will help you out to achieve your goals. I guess is the best way to describe it. And when you achieve your goals, even on those days, that's must feel really nice. That's nice. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense what I'm saying. I guess honestly, just in the end of the day, just pay people more. I guess is the bottom line. Like if you want people to care, just pay them more. I don't. They care more, and then boom. Which is also like kind of crazy, like that I hear some stories about like bullying on the workplace or like gossiping, and be like, bro, this is like this is real life, bro. Like, what do you mean gossiping? It's not high school or like college. I don't know. And the whole kind of atmosphere. I mean, I don't know how it is. I've never worked in my life, so I don't know. I don't know. But I guess the thing what I paid for not working is like, well, no, justify just for my mental. Lost my mantle. That's for sure. That's my excuse. Oh, well, start. Spotty. Come on. I mean, I worked in a retail job, but I don't count that as really working. Yeah, it looks much better. Looks so much better, man. I don't know, like, I listen to a lot of like people who are like kind of done with like the jobs. They don't care anymore. And like how the games are actually played in corporate. I mean, the first thing is like being good with your job. When you're good with your job, then the next thing is being good terms with your coworkers and find like the manager you like make him to like you and stuff like that. And then work your way through that, I would say. It's not about working hard, it's about who you know and on which terms you are with each and everyone. That's how you play the corporate ladder game. From somebody who never worked, man. Let's go. Trust me, trust me, trust. Just trust me, man. Okay. Let's go. Trust me, man. I might be inexperienced. That's it. I might be inexperienced. Yeah, that's it. Well, my goal is just really get good at drawing. And then probably try to sell my artwork. That's really my goal. And maybe open a Patreon. And then probably teach what I learned on different closer courses. That's really it, man. Different techniques on how to draw better. Which, like, a technique should always be easy to use. So not easy to use, like, at the end of the day, it should help you make it easier to draw, for sure. I mean, that's why guidelines are very important, you know. For example, if you want to draw, like, a skeleton, like, if you have zero guidelines, you have kind of problem figure out, like, where the guidelines is. But if you know, like, oh, yeah, if I have, like, a circle, and if I know, like, this is where the eyebrows are, if I have, like, 1, 2, this is where the bottom of the nose is, and then there's, like, the chin, you know. Like, this is, I guess, the technique, I guess, you can call. And then you just work your way through that, you know. And then you know this is the cheekbones, there, and down here. I mean, it's like a very scuffed skeleton, but if you know, like, those landmarks, it's much more easier and really easier, fast to draw, like the thing you want to draw, because you just know, like, that's how the marks are. There's like the technique that you learn. Basically, what you have to learn is always the technique, not the observation or like the product itself. The same thing with shape accuracy, you know. Like, if you try to copy that, you don't copy that. What you copied is like the shapes. You have to think about the shapes here, you know. That's what you have to observe. Or like also maybe the inner shapes, you know. That's the thing you have to practice and observe. Not like just the picture itself, you know. Oh, it's just like he goes there and then there, you know. Just finding out like where the inner shapes are, how the relations is between like each line and the what's called reference points, you know. It's very important like that. There, for example, I have like a line here that goes kind of like to the ass here, you know. I'll make that here. That's the thing. So should I like practice on the like the picture itself? I think. But I don't know. Like, I'm just a dude who drew for like. I guess my expertise is I just drew for like 1,195 days. So I guess I have some experience. Well, no, I don't have any experience, so I guess there's that. So. And then learning like different techniques, and apply onto your own drawings. That's the thing you have to learn. That's the thing you have to kind of like focus on. I wish somebody told me that actually, like, instead of like figuring out this shit for myself, man. You're so lucky that you have me, guys, honestly. Give the knowledge for free is crazy. Crazy. And then probably I get better, and then when I get much better, I can probably teach the stuff. So when you kind of like next time you're kind of like suffering in your art journey, I can just I don't know, pull you up. Okay, what do you guys think? Yes, no, good enough? Because then we go from like that to like, I guess, what do you call it? We're going to the coloring stage. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And I mean, if you, I guess it's also a good exercise actually to like, instead of like learning. I mean, to be fair, learning anatomy step by step with like focusing on like maybe like back, shoulder, arm, hand. I think after you finish like focus on each anatomy, I think the next step is like finding like a pose and draw like a character, and then if you kind of forget about like the muscles, just take it like a reference and be like, ah, yeah, that's how it goes. So you don't have to do everything from a memory. So you kind of like reinforce what you learned. Reinforcement. That's what I like to tell you. Love reinforcements. And I guess like 1 and then 2. Yeah, kind of like, yeah, kind of. Okay. All right, let's go. So now we just yoink it from like this like really this color, and this is also like more reddish. All right, let's go. Let's do this again here, let's say. Any characters I should draw? Next character I should draw. The reason why I draw Toph actually is just because of Teru. They said you wanted to draw that, so I draw that. Any other character I should draw? Or you want to see me draw? Trying drawing, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Try to draw. Oh, maybe I'll make this a little bit thicker here, actually. I mean, yeah, I can do that, sure. It's a more anatomy exercise, huh? More anatomy exercise, see if I can do that. Honestly, I don't like that actually. Let's make this. Although it creates more variety and more interesting. Any other suggestions? You know, I mean, it's not like one suggestion, and I'll be like, okay, now we do that. It's more like it's up to you guys. Oh, sure, I can draw here again. See how far I got actually, because I drew like Miracle. Oh my god, I draw Miracle like. I mean, I guess it's like a nice comparison. Maybe I can find it. I see. Because I drew like a Miracle for like one of my friends, and let's say it didn't went well. Or like I thought it was like a masterpiece, but then looking back, I'll be like, damn man, I should got it, bro. I mean, looking back, maybe I can say maybe this one here too. Like maybe 10 years later, I'll be like, damn, that looked garbage. Or maybe I'll be like, damn, I was this great. I was this great. Let's see. I mean, yeah, like it goes. Okay, I just copying. Yeah, I can find it. I was copying a lot of things. I should do more like anatomy and more proportions. At that time, yeah. I found the masterpiece, bro. I found the masterpiece. Hell yeah, man. When was this? Yeah, this was 3 years ago. That was me 3 years ago, man. Hard, bro, hard, right? That was me 3 years ago. Jesus Christ. Yowie. I mean, it's really makes. Like, it makes sense, you know, like, yeah. So it's 12. Um, that's can I do like points? I can do points, okay. I mean, yeah, it takes like art takes time. Like this was 3 years ago, so there's that. It takes time, 3, 5, then maybe 10. I mean, like what I see, a lot of people, or like artists I really like, or like I really like the art. I've been drawing for like I don't know, for 10 years, like minimum, and I mean it makes sense. But also like the time how much you draw is also not really like. That's what I don't like about art. Like the amount of them, like how it doesn't really matter how long you've been drawing an art. Because it's really about trying to improve yourself. You know, if you just draw like a stick figure every time, I mean, you've been like drawing for 10 years, but the improvement be like, yeah, I can do like a very good stick figure, you know. So I don't know, man. I have like mixed feelings about people who say, well, I like been drawing for so long. I guess in the end of the day, like, what really speaks are the results, but nothing really, nothing else, I guess. But yeah. The results. Yeah, Nemo, welcome, welcome. The results are really that speaks. It doesn't really matter how long you've been drawing. But again, it takes time to get where you are. It takes a hot minute, I guess. Unless somebody really tells you what to do and what to practice, then that's another different thing, right? If you have like the luxury to have like a god artist just guide you, I mean, your improvement will be very fast than somebody who has no idea what to do and just want to draw or learn how to draw. It's like two different things. Maybe I will become the god artist that will do things for free, you know, like helping other people out. That would be kind of cool. This is actually there here. Oh, Mikuki, welcome, welcome. Mikuki, Nemo. Well, I am happy with my results. Could have been better for sure, because not gonna lie, I progressed it sometimes really hard. Like, I'm like, Jesus, bro. Get your shit together, man. Get your goddamn shit together. A 3-hour video non-stop for absolute no reason. What's about? What was about it? What about? What was the content in it? I mean, it must be like entertaining, otherwise you wouldn't watch it, bro. I mean, also true. Also true. True, 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 true. I'm not the special flow snowflake, actually. Everyone has their like their own struggles, I guess. And in the end of the day, we all have to face the inevitable like death, I guess. Even if you don't want to think about it. But that's okay. Break blocks and buy upgrades. Okay, that sounds something. Dangerous Furniture. I actually know this. I actually watch sometimes of his videos. Okay. Good taste, good taste. Pacific Ports before. That's true, that's true. Should have done this a little better there. Also, it's gone. Let's make this correct. What's that? So, okay. So this again. It's correct. Well, like, kind of like, I don't know, I've been thinking about like being okay, I guess. One day everything gonna be ending, kind of thing. And that's what really matters, really purpose. But that's maybe too much deep talk, I guess. It's maybe a little too much of a deep talk. Finish the game without buying it, but didn't see one upgrade and finished the game without buying it. Okay. I guess what a lot of times I think about like purpose, I would say. That's much better. Purpose. I guess finding purpose in life is really important. Maybe I go on a tangent. I just yabber a little bit. Are you curious about near-death experience? Not really. I'm more like, so what kind of guy? For example, let's say everything is a lie, everything what we experienced was just fake, like simulation or something like that. It doesn't really change anything, you know? Because in the end of the day, I think it's really important what you... This is body hair. Oh, it's better, yeah. In the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, you know? If you really or not really, what really matters is like what you want to do, you know? And what do you want to enjoy doing stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. That makes any sense. But yeah, I'm not really into near-death experience. But it's like, I don't know, it's more like, I mean, I'm not saying it's like I have absolutely no intention of like that or something. It's just like, I never really thought about it. I never thought about it, so there's that. I never really thought about that, so there's that. Let's do like something like that here. Not that hurry up, thank God. I mean, yeah, just don't fair like just my conspiracy theory talking. That looks kind of weird. Kinda. Maybe we should just take that away. Maybe. I will be take that away. There you have it. But I think it's more like reincarnation, probably. It's just somebody zap your memories, boom, and then you do it again, I guess. Because there are people that can remember their past lives, so there's that conspiracy theory. maybe like there. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. You have to kind of relearn everything. Oh, that's wrong. You kind of have to relearn everything. But that's okay, I would say. That's the fun, right? Because if you're already like an art god, then there's nothing to learn, you know? I guess it makes life more interesting. Dog hunting. Well, you're gonna have a bad time, I would say. If you really only focus on the results, then you're gonna have a very bad time in art, honestly. Might as well just go do the AI stuff, you know? Might as well pack your bags and just go for being an AI prompter, actually. Not gonna lie. Be an AI prompter. And if results is really what you're looking for. I like that. Yeah, of course. It's just like the beginning is just really. I guess what art is just like, if you have like a curve, it's just really like a steep curve, I would say. And I guess how like what was kind of how was it? Uh, yeah, like that. It's more like I think it's more exponential, I would say. Where, well, like not exponential. I think it's more logarithmic, like something like that, and then something here happened, you know. But most of the time you spend like learning the fundamentals, or like just fitting out your style. And then when you finally have found like your fundamentals, your style, and you can just draw whatever you want, then I guess it will becomes much more fun. You don't really have to worry about that stuff anymore. It becomes like much more fun to draw. That's my theory. A game theory, okay, no. Alright, so that's maybe I make this a little make this color here, I would say. And more darker too. Well, no. And then maybe green. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe this. Darker here. Although, I like that green. I like that green. I like the green, yeah. I like the green. So then I guess take that. Oh. And also figure out like what you like. Yeah, I like that. Just take that. So now we have like that, that, and I think what's the color of this one here? It's more like a reddish, something like that. So if I take that, yeah, a little more reddish, I would say. So I also think it's more reddish here. Oh, let's make that not so bluish. So I guess I can work on the. Let's make this a little more grayish, I guess. Yeah, it looks better, I will try. Add like maybe there, like something like. Something like that, right? Yeah. So I guess I should work on the eyes a little more. So take that, make this a bit darker. Guess I should do like some shading here and there. Wouldn't that bad. Wouldn't that be? This would be nice. So. Let's make this a little bit a hue shift down there. Probably taking hot edges, I would say. A more darker probably. Yeah. It's like that and then down there, right? I don't know, man. Maybe without the shadows, it's kind of nice, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You are not the boss of me now. But, but I guess here it begins, something like that. Should do like the rough shapes first, and then bam, bam, take that there, and then a little bit darker, more saturated, boom. Oh yeah, there should also be a shadow ball. Something like that. Maybe this should be look darker actually. And then maybe like a second. Oh, that's strong. So then maybe add like maybe a secondary. Yeah. Maybe like a secondary. So maybe a little too strong though. Add like a little more there, a little more saturation. That's a little bit too radish. Something like that. And then add like a little more shadows in there. Add like overlay there 25%. It's a little too saturated actually. A little saturation. Thank you very much. Oh, there's more, okay. Yeah, that's better. I guess this should be a little more brighter. I guess it's also very nice to have a skill, like something you can work on. Because once you got like, you know, money and fame or like everything else, it's just it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's really what craftsmanship you kind of follow, you know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, no matter how much money you have, it's just like you don't have like a hobby, I guess. Life's gonna be a little bit hard, I would say. Life's gonna be a little bit hard. Something like that. There. So mean, I guess you can do that. So maybe going a little more. A little more quality into that, actually. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I just want to make that a little bit brighter. What's that? Maybe you can just hire people to play with you, you know? And be like, what's your job? I just play with this billionaire, you know? My job is to play with this everything, man. I don't know, man. This sounds kind of sad, actually. But hey, if the money is good, and you can play all day, I guess no complaints here. Might be a problem for the person who's doing that thing. I mean, it's sad. It's like... it is sad. Because in the end of the day, they don't really like you, or like just they have paid to be here, you know? It's not really like a genuine relationship or like friendship. Who needs friends anyways, right? Or the guy thinking like that. Oh, there's a lot of problems there. Who needs you anyway, man? Okay. Why does that work? Wouldn't almost all the problems go away if you have enough money? I would say yeah. A lot of problems would go away actually, yeah, but you would still have problems, you know? It's not like if you have enough money, problems go away, you know? Like, I mean, a lot of problems go away, but not all of them. And most of them is just like, most of the time is those problems are more like character, I think, oriented, and there's something like you can't really buy your way out of it. You have to kind of like work on yourself in that sense. Like you can't really like pay somebody else to like do your own work, you know, do your own like it's called shadow work or something like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm speaking more like in a broader picture. Like, what happens if you got the money, and like, what happens if you go there? I mean, sure, if you think like that, then yeah, it makes sense. But once you go through that, I would say there are some different problems. So problems that, funny enough, you can't work, can't. Funny enough, like all the problems, you can't really solve them because they aren't problems that you can't solve with money. You know, if you already solve all problems with money, then the problems that still are there are problems that you can't solve with money. If that makes sense. Most of it is more like about yourself, like what you want in life, and all that kind of like jazz. I would say, all that kind of jazz. Am I real? Was just a fantasy. So many things in the world you could do. I mean, Elon Musk is the first world's trillionaire, you know? I mean, maybe he's like experienced the whole thing right now, what we're talking about. A trillionaire or a billionaire? No, not billionaire, probably trillionaire, yeah. Yes, trillionaire. Also, maybe like another thing here, you know? That line really sells that shit. Hell yeah. You have to think from the broader perspective. From a broader perspective. Things a little bit weird. Okay. Money can't solve every problem, but it can solve a lot of problems. That's my takeaway. That's the good. I mean, I guess you can say that's your hobby then. I think able to cook is a really nice hobby, especially if you're really rich, I guess. You can hire like professionals and teach you how to do stuff. So I'm happy, just don't know how to be. True, just be happy, bro. What the fuck, man? So true. Fuck you doing, man? Be happy. Okay, I think that's alright, I would say. Let's make everything one layer and then a little bit more accuracy and more quality up for the rest of the streams. Alright, let's go. Alright, flatten image, take that, go back, bam, bam, bam. Alright, let's go. So how far I can push this? Okay, nice. This should be a little more darker here. So now it's still a bit in the eyes a little better. Yeah, I like that one. Hmm. Alright, my cookie. Thanks for joining stream. See you next time. Bye bye. I'll figure this out later. I'll check that. Ah, we're sliding from this direction, kinda. Kinda, I guess. Because of Zane. Zane. Because of Zane. He become a plumber, that's why to celebration I make this character. And I really like this character, so I decided to make it my profile picture and everything else. I became him. So. Maybe I will actually do lore. Like, his father is Kirby, and his mother is also Kirby. Wait, I know what? How does that make any sense? It's kind of difficult. Maybe let's make something like. Yeah, this is more like this, yeah. Something like more like this. Yeah, better. Yeah, that's much better. Sometimes I just should put my effort into it, you know. Not half-assing it would be great. Let's make this a little darker, I guess. Yeah, much better. I might have still so much time where I can improve the quality of this drawing. Because the old me would say, yeah, that's good enough. Well, that's not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's a little bit too dark. Man. So. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know why, but I use my strength for my. Wait a minute. English. English, please. Sometimes I use too much force for my pen, and then it hurts. I should stop doing that. Should stop doing that, man. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe. There's no white. There's no white. Let's make this a little more thicker. So that should be a little more smooth. Maybe a little more darker, actually. Oh, that's too dark. Okay, like that. Maybe the line's a little bit too thick. Let's go. Yeah, more tones. So, give me dun, 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 dun. Give me a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's take that. Yeah, that one. Ah, but damn it. That there. Oh. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Nu så det med det. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're doing all right. No, I have not watched the Nico movies. Have you watched it? Have you seen it? It was a huge scandal. But hey, it will come back, I would say. So I don't know if it's already like, yeah, same here. So. No, I dropped off because of Taro. He requested it, so I decided to draw him. That's the whole reason. Nothing special. Or maybe it is special. Special requests. I don't know, yeah. Drawing her until it's 2 hours, I guess. Making nice shapes. Yeah. Our next character we draw is Mirko from My Hero Academia. Also to request from Taro or somebody else. If somebody else wants to see a different character, feel free. If I like the character, I draw it. The rabbit lady, exactly. The rabbit. The rabbit. Oh. I also like watch like I don't know, the amazing digital circles in the last episode. It was alright. It was alright. I enjoyed it. And also it was really popular, man. Probably the I don't know, the writer, whoever created Digital Circle. Didn't expect the whole thing to be blow up like that. Huge fandom, huge everything. I mean, it was just kind of cool, but I don't know, what I really kind of find weird is when the fans become very toxic to the creator of certain, I don't know, things. Because they didn't like certain things and then they send out death threats or something like that. To the creator that make you fall in love in the first place, which is kind of crazy. But it makes no sense. I mean, you can be upset, but still, or bullying, created from Twitter. Because they... this is... weird. Only thing I can say this is very weird. Alright, so I think that's as good as I can go, I think. Let's go a bit. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. It's Awuga. Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. I guess that's good. I would say. Alright, let's go. Finish that one. Yeah, it's the Avatar girl, but grown up. Alright, let's go. I guess the next character gonna be the rabbit girl. Hell yeah, man. This is so funny. Look at this one, beautiful. Beautiful one. So that was 3 years ago, man. Fucking 3 years ago, this drawing. Ah, yeah, and also like also like in different things here too. But yeah, I think that's it for the day. I would say 2 hours, easy done. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and hope I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Everyone, guys. Bye bye.